Thank you to the Patreon supporters of the What We Remember podcast. Sarah P., aka Situational Daddy on Instagram. Elio, Paul and Sandy J, Nathan E, Jacqueline M, Matthew J, and Big Time Jim. Help support our show by pledging a monthly amount at our Patreon, patreon.com/whatremember. Thanks.
It is sweatpants season.
Gray sweatpants, baby.
I don't own sweatpants. I do own a pair of pajama pants that I use, but
I recently acquired a couple pairs of sweatpants shorts, so sweat shorts.
Sweat shorts.
They're awesome.
Ooh.
If it's not freezing in your house, which it is freezing.
I wear basketball shorts when I wear shorts.
I used to.
I'm wearing basket.
I have, in my opinion, upgraded to
shorts.
sweat shorts. They're very comfortable, and I love them.
I do need a good range of motion when I'm like
That's true.
at home and trying to clean.
Yeah.
You
You
know?
got to do like the whole split.
Get more
like,
jeans.
Right,
Van
yeah.
Damme.
Dennis and
Brad does ballet, basically, when he's cleaning the house.
Pretty much.
You know, you got to spread out.
Spread eagle.
Spread Eagle. It's my favorite Eagles
Gotta
album.
spread your wings and fly, you know?
They should make a peanut butter called Eagle, and you can just spread it.
Just spread that eagle.
My name is Bradley Jones,
I'm Andrew Moldenhauer.
And I'm Andy Hubert.
and this is not a movie review podcast, but it's a podcast where we try to remember a movie that we have not seen in a very, very long time. And this is what we remember about The Sandlot.
Were there 2 or 3 bad guys in Home Alone? And who was that forgetful fish in Finding Nemo? Join us as we're watching films. See what we remember and what memories we kill. Let's start the show. Here we go. This is what we remember. That's how you're supposed to say it, right?
The Sandlot.
The Sandlot. The Sandlot. The Sandlot.
Not Salem's Lot.
So
We're not talking about vampires
Is that
in the 80s.
Stephen King?
Yeah.
Salem's Lot. Come on, Stephen.
Come on, Steven.
It's like I was on coke. And I wrote.
I need a vampire movie.
Cranking them out.
Gotta crank. You need to put a monster in every Stephen King movie. You need something. You gotta do vampires. Gotta do a werewolf movie. You gotta do it
Gangbang.
all. You gotta do cats. You gotta do evil dogs.
That's true. Evil
not?
cars.
Evil cars.
Evil mist.
Evil Knievel.
Evil mist. Evil dome.
Stand by me. You know, just gotta throw in
Evil
one
railroad
just-
tracks.
Yeah.
One odd one.
Yeah, this is, he writes one of those serious
Evil
ones.
prison
boy.
executions.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh my.
The watch. The Dark Tower.
Green Mile.
Green Mile.
Oh, Dark Tower. So Sandlot.
You do it, I guess.
So who's in the Sandlot?
James Earl Jones.
That's true.
Vinny? What? Those kids got all these kids have like sweet names.
Dennis Leary.
The mom is maybe somebody that matters.
Maybe.
Maybe. Babe Ruth is in this film.
Yes. Oh, and it's a different guy playing him.
No,
I
Babe
can
Ruth.
picture his
He was still
name.
alive.
Picture his face.
Yeah, he looks like he's from Cheers, but he's not.
does look like he's from Cheers.
One of the stars from The Big Green.
Yes, the freckled face kid.
Yeah.
Two of them. The catcher and the kid who kisses the lifeguard.
Oh, the Poindexter kid.
Yeah.
That kid's also in. He's the bully in Freaks and Geeks.
Oh.
You saw Freaks and Geeks, Andy.
Oh, yes.
You know the bully? Mm-hmm. He's the kid with the glasses that kisses the lifeguard.
He bullied up, huh?
Man.
Yeah. That's
Mary Peppercorn.
Andy has to
she's
think about it.
Yeah, famous too. She became famous.
She is.
Mary
Shelley. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein? Shirley. Mary Charlotte. Charlton. Shelton? Mary Shelton?
Yeah. Yes.
She's from
She's in Sin City, I think.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Marley Shelton. Maybe. I don't know.
Isn't someone from Wonder Years in this?
Fred Savage?
No, Fred Savage
not
is
Fred
in it.
Savage.
Ben Savage.
Colonel Savage.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yes, there you go. Wonder Years. No, I don't think so.
Maybe it's the mom from Wonder Years. It's not, but
I mean, I can picture all these kids.
The kid who looks like the Poindexter looks like the best friend in Wonder Years, who also looks like Milhouse. That kid is just like the 90s dweeby
Is Kevin
kid.
Pollak in this? There's a guy. So there's the ending part, which is like only a 2, 3, 4 minutes, and I think there's one. No, it's the guy that. No, never mind. You get to see like an older version of them.
What the heck is this movie even about?
It's about baseball,
Oh,
The American
I
Dream.
thought it was about a Sandlot.
where they play baseball.
Oh, they play baseball in the Sandlot.
In the Sandlot.
Oh.
Yeah, the Sandlot is the place that they go to.
What year is it?
I think it's 63,
It's I think it's around
62, 3.
We're still doing the announcer voice, eh? The boys in blue are gonna go out there, do some things, eh?
We're gonna hit some balls today, boys.
Is Nixon president? What's happening?
I am not a cook or a batter.
But I am the umpire.
Batter. I am the umpire. The Sandlot.
So our main character kid just moves to town.
Oh yeah, he's
new
new
in town.
kid in town.
New in town, doesn't know anybody, sad about having to move.
He doesn't know. He doesn't do anything either. He
Yeah.
doesn't. He doesn't know about this baseball.
No.
I don't know
What is this
stuff.
bases ball?
He moved because his parents got divorced, I think.
I think the dad had to get a job somewhere because the
No.
dad is in the picture.
I could see the divorce
No,
thing.
actually, there is no dad in the picture. It's a boyfriend.
Oh, Dennis Leary's the boyfriend.
Dennis Leary's the boyfriend.
Dennis Leary's the
Gotcha.
boyfriend who has a really nice, fancy baseball. Dennis Leary's into
Fancy
baseball.
clothes. He's got fancy slick back hair.
And this movie is narrated like The Wonder Years.
Well, maybe it is his dad,
Yeah.
actually.
because there is like a voiceover.
Is it his dad? I think it's his dad now.
I don't know.
I thought it was a boyfriend. Now I'm like,
Are you thinking of Liar Liar and Carrie Elwes?
I think so. I think so. I just wanted Carrie Elwes to be my dad.
You're thinking of the boyfriend in Rookie of the Year, Andy.
Oh, yeah, I remember that guy.
The dweeby guy
Dweeby guy,
who
yeah.
wants to steal all the money from the baseballs.
So I think his dad never really has time for... I'm going to say it's his dad because I rethought about that.
Leary.
Yeah. His dad doesn't really have time for him.
He's got business. He's
But I
working.
think his dad used
Gotta
to
make
play
the money.
baseball, as far as I understand.
or liked baseball.
I think
He's a fan.
I think he's a fan for sure because that comes up at the end. It's like the central plot point. Yeah, like the climax of the film, the conflict.
So this new kid in town is trying to make friends.
I think he goes to a city fair and he's like all alone. His mom makes him go, but he just shows up there by himself and he's wandering around.
See,
He's
now
on a
you're thinking
Ferris
of
wheel by
Blank
himself.
Check when he goes to the
Big.
birthday party.
It's a little bit like Blank Check in a way. No, this does happen.
Okay.
He's like on a Ferris wheel by himself.
Now, is this where he sees some kids heading off and he's like, I'll follow them and finds the Sandlot? How does he discover
It's at nighttime, so
the bases ball?
maybe I was thinking about Blank Check. I think he does go to the carnival with all the kids later in the movie, actually.
Okay.
I believe that.
Yeah.
That makes more
Throw-up
sense.
scene
There's a big
where they all
throw-up
chew
scene.
tobacco.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. I was
'Cause all the
actually
major
mixing
players
some
talk
Blank
about that.
Check in there.
Yeah.
So he sees or hears or like he has a bike because biking is like the best thing to do as a kid in the 60s. And he sees the kids playing baseball, I think.
Yes.
But he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have
a hat.
He doesn't have, he doesn't have a
mitt.
glove.
Although he does have a hat in this movie that has a
The
brim
longest
that is
brim.
so long.
Absolutely
It's a
right.
long
I
brim.
remember that.
So long. It looks so
Makes
silly.
him stand out. He's looks a little funny.
It makes him
Yeah.
look smaller in a way.
His name's Smalls.
Smalls!
It's true.
You're killing me, Smalls!
You're killing me, Smalls, with her song.
Wait, what?
Okay, Brad. Sure. Yeah.
Hey, Brad just came over the song.
Killing me, Smallsy.
Killing me, Smallsy, with his song. Killing me, Smallsy.
You think that's a leap? 145 episodes into the podcast, and that's the one.
I'm questioning all the choices I've made in my life.
Not even
This was the last straw.
It's not
gentlemen.
even good.
This was the last straw.
But he has to. Does he scrounge up money or sell some stuff, or like he?
I think he goes to his dad.
I think
and
he
he's
asks
like,
his dad.
He asks his dad if he can like play catch with him.
Teach
Uh-huh.
him how to play. And his dad
He
is
doesn't know how
like,
to
my
use a
dream
mitt.
come true. Finally, my
This is a
kid."
dad's dream. By
Well,
the way.
sort of, because what does happen is the dad's like, I don't got time for that, and then the mom has to like push him, like you have to take your son out to play catch.
Or
And
else,
it's like, oh,
we're
you
not
want to
going to
play
be
catch?
playing bedroom catch later.
Right. So this is where you get like, he has no idea how to catch a ball.
He doesn't know how to do anything with the baseball.
Yep.
You know what happens in the scene too?
He gets the ball and then he like picks it up and like carries it and puts it in Dennis Leary's mitt, like a puppy dog returning something.
He's like,
then goes back.
Here you go.
Okay, where the ball goes, that's where your glove should go. Got it?
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Darn. Sorry.
It's all right. All right.
Here.
So I think he's just teaching him how to catch, and he says like, all you gotta do is just hold your glove out and just
And I'll hit it.
fall.
No. That's what the Benny does.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, because the dad's instruction doesn't work, and so he
No.
takes over.
No, he does not as good.
Well, what happens? Okay, I'm mixing up a little bit here.
Yeah.
But what does happen is Dennis Leary
You're
throws
trying
the
to
ball.
steal home when you haven't even rounded.
Well, I always try to steal home. You know,
That's strike two. Andy.
I'm
You gotta
battered.
watch it. You
I'm
gotta
on
watch it.
deck and I'm trying to steal
first
home.
before you try to.
I'm on deck and I'm
knock
trying
it
to
out of
steal
the
home. No, but so Dennis Leary throws the ball and it goes whoop-bam right into his eye. And
Oh,
so
right, he has to
he
put
gets
the-
a black eye and he gets a piece of meat.
Yeah, put a big old steak.
Yep.
Classic.
steak slapped right on there. Have you ever done that?
Got a black eye or got a steak put on a
Steak on your black eye.
I've done like an ice pack probably.
I've thought about it every time. Like I would get like a black eye like that. I think about that. 'Cause there's also in Pete and Pete. There's like a big bit where like at one point someone has a job restocking vending machines with meats. Like it's one of those surreal moments, and like Pete gets hit in the face, and like it's his girlfriend, and then she gets a steak out of the machine to put on his face. One of those things where I've always been like, "What is this thing?" We have modern technology called
No
ice
one
packs.
wastes a steak on a bruise.
Frozen peas. That was
Frozen
the
chicken
classic.
peas. That makes sense.
That was the classic.
was
that
the
makes
classic.
sense.
But yeah, I've definitely seen the steak trope before.
Steak trope.
Steak trope.
My favorite dish.
A little drizzle of Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
So him and Benny do hit it off pretty well. No pun intended with the hitting off thing. But everyone else is kind of a jerk to him because he's just the new guy.
Well, I think what happens
Let's
is...
meet the crew. We got the kid from Mighty Ducks, right?
Mighty Ducks.
No, maybe not. Maybe Mighty Ducks 2. No, Mighty Ducks. The black kid.
Yes.
Yeah, I forget his name.
Yes.
Yep.
He's in Mighty. Is he Mighty Ducks?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so too. And then we have Benny.
Oh, maybe.
Terry, I think, is his character's name in Mighty Ducks.
Benny, who is the
He's the
star.
oldest
He's the
boy.
star,
He's the
yeah.
all-star. He's
He's
going to
the
make it to
runner.
the pros.
Yep.
Yep.
He's very fast. He's got nice shoes, right?
Got Converse.
Yep.
He's got really
They're
nice
just
shoes.
Converse.
He's always wearing short sleeve button shirts.
But later
so
he
he's
gets-
billowing behind him.
Later
Yeah,
he gets really
it's
nice
a
shoes.
it's a baseball
Oh, is it? You're right. It is a baseball.
jersey.
Yeah.
What is it called? Uniform.
Baseball uniforms are hilarious.
Yeah, and he's wearing Converse, and he's got just
Sweet hat.
jeans.
He's the
on.
cool kid.
They're like,
Yeah.
you know what athletes should be wearing when they play a sport? Like belts, button-ups.
Yeah, he's
What
not
is
dressed. He's not ready.
Nerdy kid with glasses.
Yes.
Poindexter? I don't know what he's called. Mm-hmm. But he has a big crush on Mary Peppercorn.
Yeah.
Are there girls on the team?
There's at least one.
I think there. Yes, I think so.
I think there's. I do think so.
Is there?
There might not be girls on the team.
There might not be girls on this team.
I would put girls on the team,
Well, yeah,
but I don't know.
yeah. Title 9.
There's probably some other kids, right? They got to have enough to make a team, right? So how many players do we need? 9?
Well, I think that's what the original thing is, that they
need
invite
another player.
Smalls in because they don't have enough players.
Yes. Mhm.
They need an extra, and so he ends up playing an outfield
Yeah.
position.
Then Benny just says, "Go out, hold your glove out," and
But
he also
does-
he hands the
I
ball
think
back.
he meets
does-
Benny before the baseball.
It's possible.
Oh, you're right. He
Benny
does.
feels
He
bad
does
for
the
him.
handoff when he's playing with them. He
Yeah, yeah.
gets one and runs it all the way into home to hand it off or whatever because he can't throw.
Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't know the basics
Throw it
of baseball.
home, Smalls.
That's why they're all like, oh my god, this guy over here.
Killing me, this guy. This guy killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Does he get taught how to play, or is he just
Not
there
really.
to play?
He's kind of just there, and like over time as they play, he just seems to get
He gets
better.
like that, like incidental wisdom.
I think
from,
he's like
from many.
still like the worst player on the team, but like they're all pretty good.
Yeah,
Because they even play against like a local team for like a
Well, I
minute,
think
right?
they play against like the middle school.
Yeah, like the official like school
actual
team,
junior
and they
varsity
rock
team
them.
or whatever.
They beat them.
Yeah, and it's like
Bases loaded. Home run. Stolen base.
Is there like a tiny kid like putting little numbers on a scoreboard like where they built?
And the catcher guy's always like making fun of the person at bat.
Yes, he's always chirping at him.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's like, come on in. Like, we want a pitcher, not a belly itcher.
Yep.
Hey, I made out with your sister.
Yep. Want a chocolate bar? I think he offers a chocolate bar to one kid.
Very basketball.
He's very
And
funny.
he's like,
that got him into more movies after that. You know?
Yeah, there you
he's
go.
very funny.
Now, if my dog was as ugly as you, I'd shave his butt and tell him to walk backwards. The heater. Here it comes. I dare you. Strike 3, you're up. Hey, is that your sister out there in left field? Naked? She's naked now. Shut up, Porter! Hey, I'm just trying to have a little friendly conversation. Come on. You think she'd go out with me?
Very, very fun. I don't know what that guy's doing now.
Where are they now? I'll text him on
bet he's
on
still
Twitter
acting.
and see if he wants to make.
Maybe he'll listen to this.
Maybe I'll interview him for the first time in
There you
a
go.
first guest interview.
He's not going to do that.
I don't know what else is he doing.
Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out.
Managing an IKEA.
That's a pretty
That's
good
impressive.
gig.
Yeah.
I would be happy with that.
That'd be a
Impressive.
good gig.
Why not?
Building up that 401k.
Yeah.
I bet they got great retirement options.
Sure.
Executive benefits,
In
you know.
Sweden.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get there for years.
What else happens before the thing at the end that we all know we want to get to, but want to wait?
Well, yeah, they go to the pool.
Oh, yeah.
There's a pool
Oh,
scene.
yeah.
It's open like one day. It's like free swim, like one day out of the
swim,
year.
yeah.
And like
Everybody
goes there and
Yep.
just destroys it. Or maybe I'm thinking of Caddyshack. But
That is
either way.
Caddyshack, but it could be
It
also
may happen in this movie too.
Because and then this is where the Poindexter keeps talking about the lifeguard,
Yep.
Yeah.
and they're
Mary
all just
Peppercorn.
like male gazing all
She's
over
a
the
high
place.
schooler or something
Oh,
like that.
she's
I
a
think.
good-looking lady. Yep. Or middle school. I don't know. She's older for sure.
Yeah.
He ends up marrying her.
She's older. She's a high schooler.
They get married at the end of
do.
the wrap up of the movie.
It's true.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Dreams
how?
can come true,
He
guys.
jumps off the high board and drowns.
Yeah, he tried.
Yeah, he like squirts his little
Asthma inhaler?
Yeah. And then he just jumps right off. And narration during this
He
whole-
can't swim
whole
either.
sh-
I don't think.
The narrator.
No, I
during
don't
this
think
whole
so.
thing
But
is
he's trying to
great.
impress her.
No, he's trying to just get the
You
kiss. Yeah.
You thought though? I didn't think that
He
the
does
drowning
not-
was intentional.
No, he does not drown. It's all a ruse. What do you think?
I thought it was.
I thought he
it was
did
an accident,
drown
but
knowing
he,
that she
But
would
he makes
save
the
him.
most of it.
Nope. It's all planned.
Wow.
He's like Kurt Russell. He goes overboard and she jumps off and
Unacceptable.
Well,
Unacceptable.
she's doing her job.
saves him. Yeah,
There you
not
go.
let a kid die.
Right.
You can't be a lifeguard and let kids die.
Right. The manipulation was less.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little kid. It's
And it was literally 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Overboard, it
No,
was like
it was
2
like
months.
it was like she does the CPR and there's a moment where he just like goes in or he just like smiles or like winks at like someone else. He's like, oh my, because everyone's crowded around like he's dead. But then he looks up and like gives like a wink.
Oh,
or a
yeah,
look
it's
and, like,
classic.
Yeah, and then like the girl kisses him again and then he gets a big old smooch on her. Then they all get thrown out.
Yeah.
Mary Peppercorn grabs him by the ear or
Well,
the hair
yeah.
or whatever and just like
But then she
does a coy like smile.
She does the smile.
She
yeah,
smiles
She does
at
the
him.
I
smile,
kind of
yeah.
like kissing that little kid.
She like leans.
What?
She does like the glasses
no,
lean down and she smiles.
Now I know
at
why
him.
she's a
And
lifeguard.
it goes like chicka chicka.
Hey, bow, bow.
Chicka chicka.
Hey, bow, bow.
Squid, squid, come on, squid, come on, squid, come on, squid, squid. Squints, squints, come on, squints, come on. Squints, come on, wake up. Come on, breathe, would you? Come on, squints, you can do it. Pull through, bud.
Come on, doing?
Yeah, he looks pretty crappy. Squints! Come on, man! Oh, God, he looks like a dead fish. What?
This magic moment.
Little pervert! Oh, man, he's a deep shit.
What's up with his home life this whole time? Anything changed there? Or is it just
I think his
Sandlot?
mom's just like happy that he has all these friends that he hangs
Yeah.
out with now.
It's good
Like
times.
she was really worried about him in the beginning of the
Yeah.
movie, not being able to make
I
friends.
know she's trying to like encourage him to go do more stuff. Yeah, and he's like,
so
he's like, but I'm a dork.
I think it's summertime too, so he's kind of got free reign to do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
What? No one likes my musical references today.
I didn't know what
They
that
were
was.
great, Brad. I
didn't know
loved
it.
it.
What
Keep
song
it up.
was that?
You know,
Will Smith
express
Summertime.
yourself.
You know all the lyrics to
express
it.
yourself.
From Big Willie style?
Yeah.
I've listened to it maybe twice.
That means you've probably memorized
I
it.
probably listened to it more times than other people.
Oh man.
I don't know what else.
Well, let's just get into it then.
Yeah.
Because it gets like
The kids are playing ball, and
It
Benny's
feels like the
freaking.
movie-
Let's go for it. No,
Whoa.
don't.
It feels like the movie is about this, but
is.
if you watch it,
This movie's all-
this happens in the third,
Little
maybe
before,
a
but
little
yeah.
bit before, but really the third act.
The
'Cause
movie
I think
is
the transition is
cater-made
when
for
he
this.
steals the Babe Ruth ball.
But wait for it, because why he needs to steal it. First, like it's been a running thing where like they save up money to buy a new ball. It's like a big deal for them to get a new ball.
Yeah.
And they finally get a new ball, and they're like ready to hit it, and Benny smashes the ball so hard that the ball splits open.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Yep.
great shot.
It is a really good shot.
Such a
I
good
do
shot.
remember that.
And like everyone's like, "Oh my God, Benny, you did this amazing thing!" And he's like, "I just killed the whole day. We don't have a ball now."
Yeah, he's been being practical. They're all just in awe. And he's
well,
just
he's
like,
going
mad.
around the diamond, and everybody's just throwing their gloves at him. Like they don't like him, but he got a home run.
Smashed
that
the
was their
crap out
last
of that
ball.
ball. Yeah. But then the little kid Smalls was like, "No, wait, I know where I can get another ball."
Right.
Because Dennis Leary has this really nice ball in this glass case on his desk.
Yep. He just goes into that office when he's not there and just takes
Grabs
the
it.
ball,
Yep.
brings it back.
Brings it back, and they start playing with that ball.
They don't even look at it.
And then the first thing, he's up to bat because he brought the ball. He's up to bat first.
Yep.
His first home run, boom,
Crushes
into
it.
the next yard.
Oh,
And they waste like another day. It's like, "Oh, we wasted the ball again." And the kid's like, "Well, I don't know. We have to get that ball back."
Yeah, he starts freaking out. He's
Yeah,
like,
it's
no.
like,
We
gotta
need to get them to like, forget
like, no,
it.
forget it.
No, balls don't come back
Yeah,
from that
from-
fence.
yeah.
They go over that fence.
There's a
they're
running
gone.
thing where like a ball gets too close or goes over the fence and the like rattles.
Yes, well,
And I
yeah,
believe
they
call it the
run up
beast.
to it. That happens, early in the film. Yeah, they run up and then like, they hear the noise and they have to.
well, actually,
Dust and stuff.
Smalls way earlier is in the outfield. The first time he's ever asked
Yes.
to be there, and he's just there. And then he hears like a rumble behind him, and he looks behind him, and it gets like kind of maybe slow motion and like a growl, and then he's like,
Hear something.
He freaks
Well,
out.
and
for
I
a
think
second.
too, before he learns how to throw, he tries to throw a ball back in and accidentally like throws it backwards over the fence. Like that's where they kind of
He
explain.
doesn't throw it
that balls
over the
come back.
fence. He does throw it backwards, though. You are right. That
okay.
does happen. He tries to throw it, and it goes like behind.
Happens
him
to the best
somehow.
of us.
Yeah, but so they're telling him like you can't get it back.
And
he tries. This is where he
has to
explains.
explain.
I have to get it back. It was signed by somebody.
Some baby Ruth.
It's signed by a baby.
It was signed by a
Ruth?
baby Ruth. Or yeah, you keep saying
Sultan
baby
of
Ruth.
SWAT.
The Sultan of SWAT. Sultan of SWAT. Oh yeah.
The
there's
Great
also
Bambino.
Yes.
there's
The little
there's
kid,
the
yeah.
twins that repeat each other. Well,
Were they girls?
no, they're two boy
Oh, okay.
twins, and they repeat every line that the first one has. The other one repeats it, and so he's like the Sultan of what?
Sultan of SWAT.
Sultan of Swing. Why isn't it Sultan of Swing? Sultan of SWAT.
That's jazz, Andy. That's jazz.
That's the Dire Straits.
But now we're on a mission to get this ball back. And we come up with so many different ways.
Well, I feel like they basically everyone else basically just tells him, "Sorry, we'll see you at your funeral." Like they are all like, wow, you messed up.
No, they know they have to get it back. They unite as a team when they see it's a Babe Ruth
Not
ball.
at first, though. I think Benny finally gets him. He's the one that's like, I'll do it. We got to do it.
No.
Fine, Brad. I'll just
contention.
leave.
We're in contention now. They have to unite because they try several different methods.
Well, yeah, they start inventing
When
stuff.
do they start talking about the narrative of the monster, the junkyard dog? Is that before they lose the ball or after?
Yeah, that's earlier. They lose a ball over there, I think, earlier in the film.
Okay,
Yeah,
and we
maybe.
never talked
Didn't
about
talk
that.
about it.
Okay, so that happens before the whole Babe Ruth stuff.
Probably.
So they have the tree house.
Maybe even not. Maybe the fence just rattles. I don't know.
But there is the treehouse scene
Yeah.
where they have the sleepover, where they talk about the lore of the junkyard.
Yeah, you're
dog.
right. You're right.
And that
The scary scene.
I thought that happened later, but I think it happens earlier.
They talk about the monster
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
yard.
And it's all in.
he talks about there's a black and white flashback.
It's in black and
scene.
white.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, and like Smalls' like dad is in it, or not Smalls', but the Poindexter guy, because he even has like the same glasses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Like he's the
He
town like
was
sheriff or something.
Even though he's the junkyard guy.
Oh, okay.
So he's this white junkyard guy, and then he's like,
He kept feeding the dog like meat.
he's like,
and
yeah, he got this puppy, and then he just kept feeding it and feeding
like
it.
a goldfish.
And then there's like shots where it's like the guy and then the dog is like kind of just arms in the frame.
Yeah.
It looks massive.
A big puppet dog.
A giant puppet. Mm-hmm. The thing is that the dog eventually ate the junkyard guy. I don't know. I might be making that up.
He just lives back there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Forever.
Forever.
So they build an erector set and try to launch it,
Oh yeah. So now they're trying to get the.
or they try to just use
build
like
a
a big
scoop.
long scoop.
Yeah, they build a big scoop
Yep.
and try to reach it.
and that scoop gets destroyed by a big puppet dog arm. There's also moments I think you
Comes
almost
back
get like
mangled.
we get like a Jaws moment where like you see the giant
Yes.
dog, you see just like the back of it or like its head. It's like way too big.
There's a bit where it's like they almost, or it's like coming at, like they manage to like shoot it back, and like right before it gets there, he's like, and like eats it on the way.
Yeah.
Like pull it back and it's all
They're
mangled.
like, oh, because like they're in the treehouse, and the one kid has like this like review mirror type glass thing, and he's like, that's the glasses kid, and he's like, just a couple more inches. He's like, we got it. and then it's like,
crunches,
and the kid's like
wheeling it back in.
wheeling like a little bit of yarn, and he's like, okay, I think we got it. And then the one boy's like, oh no. Okay, pull it back, pull it. And they start freaking out, and he's like, ah! And then they're like, it's like a, like you're trying to reel in a
Jaws.
fish.
This movie is
It
Little
is.
Kid Jaws, is what it is.
And then you see just like the whole thing just get launched over the fence.
oh yeah, the beast just throws the machine back.
Yep.
And now
There's also like
they
a
try
one where they get like a
catapult.
a vacuum,
car.
a vacuum.
Oh,
they
right,
try
right.
to suction cup it.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
try to suck it with air. I think that gets mangled too.
And the ball's getting like more and more destroyed too while this is happening.
Because
Yeah.
the dog keeps eating it.
And I'm thinking it's like this is kind of pointless at this point. I mean, if you get that ball back, like what condition is this going to be in?
well, because that
kinda
eventually
over.
is what happens. They eventually get it back.
They do.
and it is destroyed.
Well, the last ditch
Well,
effort that they have
Yeah.
is Benny, who has
Yes,
a nice
great
new
scene.
pair of shoes, never
Oh,
been
yeah.
worn,
Great scene.
beautiful pair of shoes, and he's willing to put them on and
They'll
risk
give him
them.
the speed he needs.
Give him the speed he needs to jump the fence, get the ball, and jump back.
Yep.
And he does it.
Yeah.
Except the dog comes with him.
And the dog
knocks the fence down.
breaks
Yep.
through the chain and starts chasing him, and then it just
Yeah.
becomes this giant chase
race.
scene.
Big
Yeah.
foot scene. They go through like a park. They go through everything where a blank check happened, where they drive the car through
Yep.
the whole. They go over the cake. There's probably someone moving a pane of glass.
Stone Loke is there for some reason.
I'm just picturing the Ferris Bueller like running scene song now.
Yeah.
Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip.
That's a great bit. Hi, how you doing? Hi, I'm Ben. Oh man.
And he runs all the way back to the Sandlot.
Yeah, I think he
And-
says, "Meet me back at the Sandlot."
Yeah.
as he's running away.
Yep.
And somehow the dog hits the fence, and the fence falls and crushes the dog. Everyone's
I
like,
think
After the chase, yeah,
I think
the
he
chase is a long
because
time.
Benny like jump back over the fence again, like right, or jumps up onto it, and
Oh,
yeah,
it
the
could be.
dog hits it or something, and then it falls.
the poor
back on.
doggy
You're right.
gets hit by the fence, and like everyone's like, you did it, fine, leave that dog. But then it's like, it's just
This
a
is
cute
all the
little
kids suddenly have a
doggy.
realization. It's just
it's
a
not
dog.
the monster they thought.
No, it's just a cute
just a
little
cute
Saint. It's like
puppy.
a
Like a Saint
Beethoven,
Bernard.
Saint
It
Bernard
is.
dog.
It's Beethoven.
Yeah,
Is it Beethoven?
it's kind of, I think,
It
similar.
might be the same
So, yeah.
Beethoven. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
if it's
just
the
a
same
big-
dog
it's just a
actor.
bird
No.
dog.
It might be a Rottweiler, but
No,
Maybe,
Saint Bernard.
yeah, well, maybe you're right.
Let me just, man, I don't know.
maybe
I mean,
a
it's
bit of
slobbery enough
both.
on that ball. It might be.
it's very
It's got to be a
slobbery.
Saint Bernard, right?
And they think like the dog comes like face to face with Benny and then gives him kisses. Gives him.
does that happen?
Thank you, Benny, for
So
saving
you, like,
me.
yeah, they lift the fence
Yeah, they
up
think
off
it's
it.
like, it's gonna eat Benny's face off. But then it's like, oh no, thank you. I'm a
But
cute
then I'm a
doggy.
little confused because they do have to go knock on the guy's door.
Well, yeah.
Yep.
Is that after? Because you're right, the dog does get.
I think they go. Do they go to tell him about the fence? The fact that it destroyed it?
Maybe.
I don't
Or just
know.
go to bring the dog back
thought-
or something.
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I thought part of them decided just to knock on the door and ask for the ball too.
Nope. Nope, that never happens. They don't go until they don't do the obvious thing, which is knock on the door until the very end.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Are you saying that does happen?
After all this stuff already happens.
Right. So how does he lose the ball somehow?
No, he has the
As-
ball. Benny has the ball the whole time after that. But then he
does?
gives it to James Earl Jones and he feels the ball and it's just like destroyed or whatever. And they tell him the story about the ball. And then James Earl
Babe Ruth. He's
yeah,
like, and he makes a trade.
yeah. James Earl Jones goes on this nice long monologue about how he used to play with
Yeah, I think he
him?
talks about it, like he used
even
to
he
play
says all the
and
people's
he
by
was in-
name and stuff, and then he replaces the shitty destroyed ball with a ball that's signed by every single one
entire
of the team, including Babe Ruth that
Yeah.
was on that team.
Oh my God.
And so I don't know how much that ball's
Well, I
worth.
think
but
he was a baseball player.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
I think he was on the team.
Yeah. And we also forgot.
Like they go in, he's got like memorabilia all
Yeah, and
over
they
the
just tell, like,
place from
baseball
when he was
stories.
yeah,
We
he starts
forgot about the
explaining.
Babe Ruth dream sequence too, didn't we?
Just for
We
a
didn't
second.
talk about it. Yeah,
He just shows up at Small's house or whatever.
Like in the closet, he comes
Yeah.
out of the closet.
An
with, like,
old man
television
visits a
screen.
child
from the closet
in the night
Hides in
in
the
a
kid's
closet.
closet.
It's normal.
It's fine.
It's normal. It's fine. Don't ask.
Don't tell.
It's the 90s. It's a policy.
But it's the 60s.
You know.
the 90s.
Well, 60s,
Yeah.
90s. It's just, number
Yeah.
flipped upside down. Mm-hmm. I'm confused
Yep.
how the ending plays out exactly.
Well, then he has to
'cause I
go tell
know-
his dad that the ball got destroyed. And the dad's really mad, but then because he shows him the new ball, he's like, "Whoa!"
Yeah, Dad's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I don't even know if that scene happens, to be honest.
it does
I'd be curious to see if that does happen.
because it
But-
happens.
Okay, wow. I can see it being like he's going into the house and you hear it as it fades to credits, but
Yeah.
then we get our epilogue.
Yeah, maybe.
We get an epilogue. Smalls becomes the announcer.
Yep.
For maybe the Yankees. I don't know who. Benny's on the team.
Is it an
that-
announcer or is it a
Athletics.
journalist? I thought he was like a sports
The
journalist.
Dodgers.
Well, he's doing
Oh, maybe.
announcing
Oh,
because
maybe
he's
you're
like
right.
because
Okay,
as
you're
Benny's
right.
running home, he's like screaming
Yeah.
about how good he's doing.
Yep. Squints.
Oh yeah, you got his name.
Yeah, Benny is one of the players on the field.
He's the only one that made it.
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
one that becomes a pro player.
Yep.
Yeah, Squints marries the lifeguard.
The two twins just fade away into nothing, or they become business
creepy.
owners or something.
Ooh.
I don't know what happens.
Yeah.
With
To each of the kids.
with the remaining kids.
Yeah, they each have their own little send off.
They get a nice epilogue bit.
So 90s. I feel like the narrator is someone.
Narrator is Smalls. Oh, you mean the actor? doing
I think
the
it's
narrator.
it's
yeah,
some
that's gotta
actor.
be
I think
right.
it's the actor that plays Smalls at the end of the film. But you don't think he's a name. You're thinking
think so?
like Tom Hanks is the narration in Radio Flyer, which is really nice.
Yeah, and then I think
Kind of the same moment here, but
like Jim Carrey does the narration in Simon Birch, I believe.
oh, I never saw that movie. And then of course Daniel Stern in Wonder Years is the classic.
Yep.
It's true.
Well, and
I
even
keep
more
seeing
modern,
this-
you got Bob Saget doing How I Met Your Mother, a lot of the voiceovers.
Rest in power.
Well, yeah.
There's some. He may have had a fall, is what they're saying now. He may have hit his head.
Yeah.
There were a couple. This just came out the other day. He had a couple fractures on his skull and then went to bed, and that's
Never woke up.
That's dangerous.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
We
know.
got this movie.
Sure.
I'm
I saw it all the time as a kid. This was when you wanted to rent and
I
watch at
watched
parties.
this all the time.
You
as
having a
kid.
slumber party with your best boys?
Honestly,
this is a classic
this
sleepover.
You're
movie-
making ice cream sundaes. You're watching the Sandlot.
Yep.
You're playing basement party games.
This movie holds up.
You're pinning the
better
tail
than
on the donkey.
Just about any '90s kids movie.
Yeah.
You're musical chairing
You're
it.
gonna be watching The Sandlot. You're gonna be watching Mighty Ducks.
You're gonna be watching Three Ninjas.
Ooh, we gotta watch Three Ninjas.
Do it.
That Tum Tum, I'm telling you.
And then like Ace Ventura came out and like, oh, that's all we watch now.
Yeah. We've graduated to a new kind of
You definitely graduate in like movies as a kid, for
Right.
sure. Like, you don't
Like,
go
I
back
should
and
be
look at those other
watching
ones.
This is a little bit more risque.
And you're like, guys, let me tell you about a movie called The Naked Gun. Naked's in the title.
What about this book, Naked Lunch? Wait, this isn't what I think it is.
pretty bad.
Oh, this is hard to read.
Wait.
It's very.
Yikes.
I don't think my reading level is
He
matching
shot
what
his wife?
is happening here.
Oh, man.
This is great. I can't wait to rewatch this because it has been a long time.
It's been a
since I've seen
while.
this. Been a while.
It's been like 3 years. 2 years.
Yeah, you saw it more recently than all of us.
That's true. It was still 3, maybe 4 years ago.
It's been a long time. I think the last time I tried to watch it was at a friend's place, and they had the sheet on the side of their house, and they had the projector going.
Ooh.
They're trying to do some like
Classic movie night
outdoor
kind of
Sandlot
thing.
movie
Yeah.
night thing.
That's fun.
Get that bag of popcorn. Watch the
it good?
Sandlot.
You make it sound
I
like it
remember-
was
I
an
remember watching
unsuccessful
the whole thing.
evening. I don't
No,
know.
it was great.
Okay.
They tried. They really
Right, you're like,
tried and tried
We had a
and
pool.
tried.
We had a pool in the
thing.
No one
yard.
was allowed to swim.
Caught on fire.
The sheet caught on
Fire at the sea parks.
Tragic event.
Water when you need it.
Oh, man.
Well, anything we want to say before we say goodbye?
I love both of you.
Oh, thank you.
We'll see what we got. Nope, don't say it back. That's what he wants. We'll see what we got right, what we got wrong in part 2 of The Sandlot. Which I think there was a Sandlot part 2, but no one watched it. It was straight to video. So we don't talk about this.
Yeah.
We don't talk about that.
The Beast was too good at his guard dog job, so the police said he had to be retired. My grandpa, Squigman Palladors, was police chief back then. When he ordered Mr. Myrtle to turn his backyard into a fortress and chain up the Beast and put him under the house where he could never get out to eat children and stuff. And that's where he's been for 20 years, and that's where he'll be for the rest of his life. Because when Mr. Myrtle asked the cops how long he had to keep the Beast chained up like a slave, they said until forever. 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 Forever.
Welcome back to the He's in Deep Shit podcast. We watched The Sandlot.
I was wondering what you were going to go with. There were a lot of great options.
Kids
so many.
saying the S
Oh,
word.
my God.
More kids say S words in movies.
Yep.
Do it.
Well, when did this come out? I actually don't know.
92?
93? 92?
The same year as Rookie of the Year.
93, maybe.
93? Okay. Well, you could say shit, I guess.
Twice?
Yeah.
Twice. You could say shit twice.
You get 2 shits in a
Two
kid
shits
movie.
in the same movie.
2 shits at the same time.
Oh, man. That'd be a picture. I guess this
man.
might have been just right before PG-13.
Nope. PG-13 had hit since like 89.
What?
Yeah, it had been around since Red Dawn, I believe, is the first one.
I think you're
Well,
right.
that's 84.
Yeah, it had been a while.
Been a while.
Been a while. I think you just get rid of. You can get.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you sure? But are you sure about that?
You get
You
one
sure about that?
non-sexual f- in a PG-13. And
Okay.
I think you get several. You could do several shits, I guess.
Several shits?
In a PG
Several
film.
shits. That's the
Yeah.
guideline.
As long as you're not probably like
Several
talking- yeah.
several tasteful shits,
Yeah.
you know?
As long as you're not calling somebody a shit, I think it's okay.
He's in
Okay.
I don't know the rules for.
I
censoring.
don't know what. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. They had to differentiate, I guess.
Yeah.
We're all just going to have to rewatch
Yeah.
that documentary or whatever.
Yeah, I think Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
yeah, there is a documentary about that.
And the Temple of Doom was like, this should not be a PG film. And then after that, they were like, okay, PG-13, let's make it happen.
Speaking of Indiana Jones, the mom in this movie
Karen
is-
Allen!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good
Miriam.
memory. Yeah, there you go.
As
She
soon
has
as I saw
some
her, I was like,
moments.
whoa. Like,
She's in it like 3 times, wearing a
Yeah.
nice house dress.
She's like 4 scenes. Yeah.
not bad.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
All just with the boy.
Not the best
Dennis
mom,
Leary.
but a good mom.
She's all right.
She's a good mom.
Hey, how many
the best
moms
mom.
tell their kid to get
I
in
read
trouble?
it was 84.
Yeah.
Red Dawn. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I'm almost positive Temple of Doom was like, uh-oh. We gotta fix
that
this.
came out the same year. Yeah,
We can't let little kids see a heart getting ripped out by Kali Ma.
or you could give it a shot.
Don't need our kids worshiping Kali Ma out here.
Oh boy.
It's a satanic panic.
Dennis Leary was actually the stepdad.
Yep.
I
Stepdad.
went back and forth between that. I was like, well, he's the stepdad. Or I think I said boyfriend at first, then stepdad.
Yeah.
Then I was like, no, I think he may actually just be the dad. But he was
Dad.
stepdad.
They don't know if they ever actually
Dad.
like say that
Do you
he's
have the same
stepdad,
haircut
but
as Dennis Leary in this?
the exact same.
movie?
Yes.
I mean, it's a side part, so
Makes
but his
sense.
is like slicked back with like gel and stuff.
Well, and every time we ask Andy to play catch with us,
Yeah.
he's always like, "Oh yeah, I just got to finish this thing though."
Cats in the cradle and the silver spoon.
And all of your
the
lines
little
are
boy
ADR,
blue
like
and the
Dennis Leary's
man on the moon.
for some
Oh, when
reason.
you're coming home, Dad, I don't know when. That's what's happening in this movie.
It's true.
There was some songs. Tequila.
Yes.
There was tequila, yeah.
Which was a scene we're gonna have to talk about because I can't believe we forgot about it.
There was also
Sort of.
that song that I was singing in part one,
The Beach Boys.
which it's called Green Onions, and it's like
Oh, yeah. Classic sports movie song.
Is Wipeout different than Tequila's or two different songs, right?
Definitely a different song.
That's when he was running, right?
That's Wipeout.
Yeah.
That's when he was running from the Beast. And
Tequila's like
Tequila.
Wipeout.
yeah. If you learned, I both my brothers are drummers, so if you have drummers in the house, they're gonna learn Wipeout at
Yeah.
some point
Gotta.
because it's like all just like it's all just like snare
Good, like
rolls,
paradiddle
paradiddles.
practice,
Yeah. Did you like this movie, guys?
Yeah.
I loved it. It was
Yeah.
great.
It was touching.
Yeah.
It was like
It was
probably
90s, it was touching.
one of the best kids movies
lot of
of
this-
the 90s.
Yeah.
It's funny because
But it's really about the 60s, I guess.
I like
Yeah,
it when
it
the
is.
kids were talking over each other, even though it was clearly ADR.
Yeah.
They were like getting like wild lines from kids, just like throwing the backgrounds of scenes.
Yes.
Because kids would just be talking all the time. They're kids, of course.
Oh yeah, they're talking all.
I loved it.
That's exactly what I loved. So much of this movie felt extremely authentic.
yeah.
And including the fact that some of the kids are not great actors because
Yeah.
they're kids, but like they just felt
They
like
pull it
genuine
off so
kids.
well, though,
They've got
and-
great lines. The jokes they're throwing are exactly the kind
They're
of
selling
like
them right.
ridiculous stuff that you expect from that age, and it exactly explains why you would love this movie.
When parents aren't around, that's how kids are going to talk.
Yeah.
And they captured it very well.
yeah. Oh man.
Andy, did you see the kid in the big glasses as the bully in Freaks and Geeks
I
now?
did, but without like only one, like not until he took the glasses off. Like the first time he sees Wendy, and I was just like, "Oh, yeah, I remember who that is now." yeah, immediately. Oh man, he's also in Gilmore Girls, which I didn't know, but my wife did. But yeah, man,
I mean, if
he
you're gonna
pops up.
be like a child actor, that's a great role to kind of like ride the high and fade out
Yeah.
on.
A couple of these guys, man, like they've had careers. Obviously, Big Green guy's been acting in small roles for forever, but
Yeah.
Smalls was in Black Hawk Down. He was in like he's in a
Really?
yeah, he's like still acting. Same with Benny. Two of them have been in quite a bit.
Little
Benny was
Smalls
in
or Big Smalls?
Little Smalls?
Okay.
Big Smalls.
Not Big Smalls.
Big Smalls was a discount. Who is it? Who am I thinking of? A discount. He's an 80s actor.
Judge Reinhold?
No, not Judge Reinhold.
I was gonna say
too
Goots.
tall.
I was gonna say Goots.
No, not Goots.
Steve Goots?
No, another 80s Brat Pack actor.
Judd Nelson? Anthony Michael Hall?
No, you're so close.
I'm going to name them all.
Yeah, Andrew
Emilio
McCarthy.
Estevez?
Andrew McCarthy. That's who it looked like. That's who it looked like to
I
me.
could see that.
Very much a discount version of that.
Yes.
Was it his voice too, or did they get a different voice? Was it a different?
I don't know.
Well, it didn't quite sound like him in the narration of the. It sounded like a better, more fuller voice.
Well, it's, you know,
narrating
you're in
the
a
sound.
sound
Should have
bit,
just
yeah,
got like
could
an actor to play
Yeah,
that
baseball
role. It wasn't
player?
just
It was
like
something we had guessed in
some
part one. We
guy.
thought, like,
Yeah.
and he's supposed to be a sports announcer. Like, You should have a better voice if you're going to be a sports announcer.
If you're a sports announcer too, can you just walk away from the mic like that and just kind of shout things out and then come back?
It'll get
last
caught.
day.
He also was definitely like
last day.
on a different like set altogether, like the way they were filming it. Like,
Yeah.
they never had him in the stadium except for one shot where he's like dark in the dugout.
Yeah, right.
I was like, that's not the same set.
Yeah. They had to shoot it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
One was a little bit
People
more
are never in
intricate
the
to
same
get.
scene. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he joins the Sandlot kids early. I thought it was a
Fast.
little bit longer.
Yeah,
He
Benny
sneaks
brings him
onto
in.
the Sandlot and is like, I'm part of the
he
guys.
just hangs out in the back,
Hey.
way in the outfield.
I'm Sandlot now.
He
You're right,
waves
though,
at
that,
Benny
like-
once, and then he's just like, all right, I'm just going to wake up and
Benny
go
lives
there.
just across the street from him.
Yep.
So he like
Yes.
sees him the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had vibes of like 80s movies, the comedy, the date comedies where like the nerdy kid makes a deal with like the stuck-up rich girl
Yeah.
to like hang out
Can't
with
Buy
him.
Me Love?
It was a Can't Buy Me Love vibe, but with like little kids. And like there wasn't like romantic comedy, but it was like... But
But there was no romance, though.
there was no romance. But
They-
it was,
they
but-
left that out.
But Benny was just feeling bad for him, even though like...
Yeah. That's
I had some vibes like that.
true. Ben's just a nice dude the whole time.
Yeah,
I mean,
he
like, he
didn't have
stood
an
up for
ulterior
him.
motive, though.
No,
Whereas
he-
in Can't Buy Me Love,
Yeah.
the girl was dating... I forget the guy's name.
Patrick Dempsey.
Patrick Dempsey, because he ruined a dress.
She ruined her dress, and he paid
was
for
gonna
it
pay
instead of buying a telescope. This is what we remember about Can't Buy Me Love.
Yep. I feel like we've done this movie,
Yeah.
but we probably
We
haven't.
Man.
But
no,
yeah.
No girl on the team.
Benny didn't have an
No
ulterior
girls in
motive.
the
No
except
girl
for Wendy Peppercorn and the
on
mom.
the team, yeah.
That's all you get.
Yeah,
And the girl that gets barfed on.
Oh, sure.
that's true.
Yeah. Can't forget.
That was gross. I wish I could forget. That was super gross.
Yeah, we forgot that they all... we remembered, I think, they do the chewing
yeah.
tobacco, but we forgot that they do it right before getting on the ride at the carnival, which we also
Yeah.
remembered, which happens way later in the film than we thought
Yep.
it does.
Tall guy's one thing in the movie, which is like every kid kind of gets like a thing to do. His is to provide the tobacco
Yeah.
for this scene. He doesn't really play any other part in the film, really.
Nope.
Like, there's
No, he
reason
just has
for
a
him to
few
be there.
lines here
Yeah.
and there.
He's not a really developed character like everyone
Benny
else.
treats everybody to the carnival. I was like, oh, wow. Like...
Benny's a good
We
guy.
predicted part one, like they're struggling to get the money together to buy a ball, but that's never an
do.
issue. Money's
They
never really
do.
a problem.
They do at the
though.
end. At the
In a way,
that's the reason they couldn't.
Yeah.
that's the reason why
You're right.
Smalls went and just grabbed the Babe Ruth ball.
Right, but
They're
earlier,
like, who has
they buy one
95
earlier, and It was
cents?
just one kid was like, "Oh, bought it." He's like, "So
Yeah.
And it was just a really hot day, is why they went to the pool. It wasn't.
Yep.
It wasn't like free pool day. It was just.
Yeah.
The day was very warm.
I thought it was free
too
pool
hot for
day.
baseball, unless you're Benny," which they made. They're like, Benny would have just played baseball forever
Benny
until
would
he
have
died.
died in the heat.
Yes, we forced him to go to the pool.
He's the reason why that baseball team existed, it sounded like.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're all kind of doing it for him. It seems like everyone just wants
They all
to be
kind of-
around.
They
him.
all like
gravitated to him,
idolize
yeah.
him in some way,
Yeah.
especially when he does the what do they call the run at the end?
Pickle.
yeah, the
The
pickle.
pickle with the dog. Yeah.
And I mean, it makes sense in the way that Benny just seems to be like a nice and inclusive guy, at least as far as wanting to play baseball. So he just makes that happen. Like he mentions, the narrator mentions in the beginning that they only have 8 players until he joins the team to fill out the 9th and like give them a full field.
But at the end of the movie, it says once somebody leaves the team, they never replace them.
Yeah.
So they just always went down to like they went to just like 2 players or something at
Yeah.
the end of the Sandlot.
Yeah, they all disappeared into their backstories.
Yep.
Which I thought was a better way of doing it than like the 90s films. It just shows like the scrolling text of what the person ended up
Yes.
doing.
Yeah, I
They
did
actually
it, and I
played it out
enjoyed
in
the
the script.
stories. Like the
Tall guy got lost in the
Epilogues.
60s.
Lost
Yeah, I was
in
about to
the
say that.
60s.
Yeah. He got into the LSD.
The chubby kid became a wrestler called the Great Hambino.
Hambino,
Great
yes.
wrestling name. Great name.
Hambino.
Oh man,
It's a great wrestling name.
We already
for sure.
we knew Squints got together with the cheerleader, had 9 kids, but also I guess bought a drugstore. Like
Sure.
he bought the town drugstore, I guess, and runs.
Yeah,
that.
he like owns like he's like
Oh.
big man on campus, I think.
yeah
selling drugs
yeah
Probably.
stealing that,
legally.
right. They were like one of the other kids got to like AAA ball.
Yeah, the pitcher, the
Yes.
guy, the kid from the Mighty Ducks.
Man from my dad. Well,
Okay.
because Benny's also he's in D2. He's
Benny's in D2.
Yeah, Benny's in
Benny's
D2.
a D. Oh, right.
He plays like he plays the guy that
kids.
can't stop skating.
He can't stop.
Yes.
He's like
Luis,
the brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
The brother of the one girl or something like that, or isn't he related to one of them?
No, not. You're thinking of the figure skater and her
that's from
younger
the
brother.
original.
Yeah,
Okay, right.
but no, he joins the team 42. But yeah, so 2 people from Mighty Ducks, 2 people from Big Green.
Well,
Kid sports movies.
sorry, Big Green
You mean-
people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think Big Green would have come after this.
Other than the kids like looking off camera to like a weird like spot every once in a while, the acting was fine.
yeah.
It was
Yeah.
good. It was good.
I mean, I will say the people that have continued to act were the best actors in this film. Like, it makes sense that they're the ones that continue
Smalls.
doing this as a career. Yeah,
But
Penny and Smalls are basically like the 2 big ones.
Smalls is really good.
I did like the one kid, and I always remember it. I forgot it in part 1. But when the vacuum explodes and he comes out and he's all dusty and dirty,
Yes.
I've been thinking about this all wrong. You know?
That was a great line. I totally forgot about that
just, like,
part
one
until it
monologue.
came up, and I was like, oh yeah, one kid gets stuck in there and it just explodes on him.
Yep.
He gets his one scene.
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah.
We did have the brothers. I don't think they're twins. There's a brother and a younger brother. The
Yeah, I
younger
thought they were
brother is
twins
the
or just
repeat, Which I was
brothers.
like, freaking younger brothers, am I right?
Yeah. Then Yaya.
The salt in the swing. The salt in the swing. Shut up.
Oh, man.
Yaya wasn't important,
No.
but he was there.
Who is that?
The little Benny. He was like little Benny, I would say.
Pretty much.
Oh,
You said
yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
He's the one that
Oh,
went to
yeah.
military school or something at the end. They're like, he
didn't really have a purpose
he
in the
got
movie.
sent to the military.
Well, you can't make all of them have a purpose. You got 9 people for a whole baseball
You
team.
tried.
They're like,
You
yeah,
tried as best as you could, but there's some that don't matter. There's like
ended up in Vietnam and
the real grizzled ending.
Oh my.
I forgot too about like the dog, like at the end when he has that chase.
And you see his testicles all the time? His big,
Well, there's
his
that.
big doggy testicles in the
Gotta
shot.
keep growing. But he's like trampled underneath the fence, right?
Yeah,
the fence falls on him.
Only
at
two,
the
only
end.
Benny
called him
and
part one.
Smalls like try to help though. I thought
Yeah.
I thought the whole team united to lift him up. The whole team was
Nah, this is the Benny and Small
coward.
story, okay?
It truly
They're
is.
the ones that have to help. That's why they get to thumbs up each other at the end on
That's
2 different
true.
sets.
They're thumbs up because they're. Remember when we helped that dog?
Remember when we did that thumbs
Remember
up
when
thing?
we did that thumbs up thing where we helped that dog? Thumbs up again.
Let's do it again.
Let's do that again. Hey, it's been a long time since we've thumbs upped each other.
One magical summer.
Oh,
just kept
whoa.
thumbs
Just that one day we kept thumbs up at each other. Hey!
Oh, man.
Oh man.
I don't know if we remembered how much of the like a quote unquote nerd Smalls is supposed to be at the beginning. Like, we knew he was a new kid in town, and that's why he doesn't have friends. But they
doesn't know a lot
also
of
play it
friends.
off as like he's a geek. He has like a big old erector set in his room that like he builds like a Rube Goldberg machine out of, which comes into play later when they're trying to.
And the mom goes in there and is like, stop doing nerd shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go out there and make friends.
My son's not a dweeb.
Yeah, I'm not having a dweeb son.
Get out there and
son of
play some
mine.
baseball.
You shot me in the face with a metal ball bearing one too many times. Get out of the damn
Just
house.
get in trouble. Do some drugs, not heroin, but something
some
close to it.
That's where you draw the line.
Heroin adjacent.
Anything down. It's got to bring you down.
Oh man.
And then, like, when the kids had a slumber party and I watched this movie at a slumber party with my friends,
course,
that was
yeah.
a fun time.
It's fun.
Yep.
Birthday party?
I get those that reminiscent of Little Rascals here because they do like the slumber party bit where it's
Yeah.
like the guys and the girls and they're like talking to each other. Mm-hmm. I love that scene. You guys hate that movie.
I watched that one night.
You hate that movie,
blacked out.
and I love that movie.
It's out, I don't
I
remember.
You
love
bring it up
that
all
movie.
the time.
I don't remember
I'm
anything
just
about it.
every time I'm amazed.
So good.
I don't remember anything about it.
I remember everything.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is what I honestly was kind of expecting to be let down rewatching it, but no.
Oh,
I mean, this
no.
was a great time. This
Holds
is
up
a
so
great
well.
movie.
I wanna
Music's
go to
great.
this- I want to go play baseball. I
Yeah.
want to go play catch. That'd be fun.
Man, when they had the freaking insult match with the jocks that come by, and then they're like, "Our field, noon tomorrow," and I was
Like,
like, "It's on."
You play ball like a girl.
Oh, everyone's
That was
like,
all the time.
like that was like a double dare.
yeah, triple dog dare,
Triple
right there.
dog dare you.
But so that's where I thought the intro was going to be one of those like, you know, buffalo butt breath podcast.
Oh, when Brad
When
comes
Brad
in.
intros the set part too.
It took Brad and I, Brad a little longer.
I'm still trying to get it.
Buffalo butt Brad.
That was my favorite of
Is
all the
sister
ones
over
they
there?
said.
Will she go out with me?
That was really good. You should marry me. What?
Flies down. I think he did that to Smalls.
Conversation.
I think he did that to Smalls once. He was like, flies down. Yeah. Pitch
Chirps
came
were
right
good.
by.
No, it was really good. Oh man.
Oh, that's funny. Is this like a must watch if you're a baseball player?
Baseball player?
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
If
let's
you're
say
Roger
you're.
Clemens?
Well, okay. Not before this movie would have come out, but
Aaron
after.
Rodriguez is just, watching this all day.
You think Justin Verlander watched this movie?
Of course.
Probably.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, you got to watch this and Rookie of the Year. I feel like those are two must-haves is when you're a kid playing sports.
Get indoctrinated early.
Yeah.
Get your kids to watch this stuff,
That's when you get all kids trying to break their own arms to get a super fast pitch. You got kids buying giant bull mastiffs so that they can have a reason to run fast. In their PF Flyers.
Are those real shoes, or is that made up for the
They
movie?
were real shoes.
Okay.
Apparently had been discontinued, but when the movie came out, were suddenly re-released.
They just look like straight up Converse.
Who
but
would
they're,
Yeah.
They did look like Converse.
Yep. And
Who would have made
all
them
the
when
other
they-
kids were wearing Converse. Like that was the other shoe that they were all wearing too. So
You made a big thing of it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
open the
Sponsored?
box.
But it makes sense for if the sponsor existed, but if the company doesn't exist anymore, they should have just chosen another shoe.
yeah. No, I mean,
or maybe it makes it more authentic.
Sure.
yeah, that's
It's
true.
a shoe
That's true.
that doesn't exist anymore, but it was popular maybe. I don't know.
There was some funny stuff that I hadn't really noticed before, but then while I was watching the movie and reading the trivia for it, were pretty funny. Where they talking about shooting the film, it was 100 degrees out every day, except
were
the day
sweating.
they shot the pool scene. It was 50 degrees out. They were the one day they shot the pool scene and it was super cold. So all the kids are chattering and
Yeah.
holding themselves in the pool,
I
and you're like,
see that.
oh, when Squints even gets on the board, he's looking at her and and it plays off like he's just nervous, but no, he's just freezing cold.
Or just that shivering feeling when you get out.
Get out of
and,
the water. Yeah, that's true.
The wind might hit you.
But that was pretty funny.
Oh God, that'd be so miserable.
I don't remember
that pool
who it was,
heated.
but I was wrong that he genuinely did drown. You were right. It was all planned, and he didn't drown, I guess, at all. I thought there was the bit where he coughs up, and then is that's when he's oh, I'm gonna be all right.
No,
I'm
it's
gonna
all
get this.
ploy.
You can read it both ways, but I'm pretty sure he fakes.
You
it.
he
can read it
fakes-
both ways, but it looks fake.
Yeah, I think he faked the whole thing. That's
I mean, he doesn't spit up any water.
Nope.
At any
doesn't
point.
do anything. He immediately just goes, eh?
He could have been
Just
too
wink.
embarrassed to admit that he had actually drowned, but it seemed like a plan from the get-go.
Yeah.
I mean, he intentionally walked to the diving board and just jumped right in. And
And
then
he held
didn't
his glasses
paddle.
too underwater when he was drowning to make sure they didn't get lost.
That's true.
Yeah,
fun.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of. That's good detail.
Yep.
James Earl Jones.
Great.
Yeah, great.
Really good.
So good.
Loved him. I wish they had a narrator kind of like him.
Yeah, they should do that for another thing at some point,
Right?
He's got a very unique voice. He should
Yeah.
be like...
He could
should
do
be-
some sort of
yeah, he
acting with that voice.
Do you think? You would think someone would have
Like,
figured
let's
out
say-
how good he is as a voice actor and used
Yeah.
him
Like
in
a
role.
scene where he's going to I don't know, where you adopt kids and he's like, I'm your father.
Yeah,
I'm your
yeah,
father.
yeah.
You know, I can see him pulling that off.
Yeah, yeah. Or, he's playing some sort of
Maybe.
royalty and he's telling his kid about how he's going to inherit their kingdom
Oh, yeah,
someday,
yeah.
It's good stuff. Yeah, I feel like those are good opportunities that they just never seem to get.
And then someone has a plan and he's like, I'm going to alter the plan and hope I don't alter it more,
yeah, that's a good one.
That's his thing.
I don't get that one, but
And he's never seen Star Wars.
Oh, God.
He's never seen Star Wars.
what?
I have
What's
altered
that?
But I don't alter it further.
Did we talk about the dream sequence? We said that
Yeah,
there was
yeah,
a
Benny
dream
had it.
sequence,
I didn't know that
but it's
Benny had it.
Yeah, and
I
it's,
thought it was small.
and it's after the ball gets over and it's that night.
He's
and
like,
he's
you're gonna have to pickle.
Yeah,
basically,
the dog.
Babe
do
Ruth
what you
tells
gotta
him
do.
you got to get the ball. Yeah,
He also steals a baseball card from him.
he does, like a Mickey Mantle card or something.
Yeah, he steals
There
it.
was Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron.
That sounds right.
I don't know why I need this, but I do. And he steals it. I don't know what the
Henry
inside joke
Aaron
was.
is what it said, or something like that.
Which makes sense. That would be
Is it like the son
Hank
of
Aaron.
someone he played with or something?
No, Hank Aaron.
Maybe it was like a rookie card, like before he went by Hank Aaron.
Well,
So Babe Ruth stole a valuable rookie card?
Well, the trivia says
player
that
in the
Hank
future.
Aaron was the player that broke his home run record later in the future.
Yeah. So he's like stealing.
We're
a
clearly
card
not
about-
sports people, but
There we go. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Sports.
Sports.
I like sports, and I don't care who knows.
football, hockey, golf. Which is good. I feel like we just did a last podcast that aired. We did a Just Two Guys reference.
There we go.
Getting Lonely Island all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah,
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I'm done.
I'm
We
done.
nailed the part 1 on this.
Nailed it.
The doggy gives them, as a gift for saving them, all the baseballs in the world.
That's true. It takes them
That's
to its
like
stash of
literally
balls.
All the
only
ones
fact we
that
forgot.
they probably
Hit over the
hit
fence.
over the fence right
And then,
there.
according to them, lives to be like, what, 200 dog
199.
years? 199
Yeah.
dog years.
Hercules.
That's right.
Which was like 20-some years or something like
Yeah,
that.
like 28 years or something.
I was like, what?
That's old for a dog.
That's,
That dog would have been
way
dead
too
after
old.
10.
Especially for a dog that big.
Yeah,
See those balls on that dog? He's living a long time.
It's like, that dog's lucky to get to 12.
exactly. Those balls just keep growing, though.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, can we unpack James Earl Jones for a second?
Sure.
So, he runs or just owns a junkyard?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like he needs money. He was definitely
No.
at one point a successful baseball
Yes,
player.
he was a professional baseball player, played with
Babe Ruth.
Babe Ruth.
But not on the same team, just in the league at the time. And then he just moved to this house? Or
No,
why does he live here?
He went blind after getting hit with a fastball.
He's so hard he went blind.
Got hit so hard he went blind, and now he lives here with a dog.
But why does he live here with the dog?
Right. Well, and how did he sort of like? They tell the
where
story
else should he
of
live?
the
I don't know,
junkyard guy.
doing baseball stuff. He's got all these like little baseball like action figures and memorabilia.
Maybe he's all baseballed out.
He seems like he loves baseball. He wanted someone to talk baseball
Yeah,
with.
he's like, hey,
that was his one
lonely.
condition.
He's lonely. He wasn't doing anything these last few years, it seems.
He should have been looking through his backyard fence at all the kids playing baseball all day, every day.
Could have been a
behind
coach.
his house.
Could have done something.
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Yeah, well, I was a little confused by the layout because there's the baseball diamond, the backyard is his, but then there's also the treehouse, and I don't really know where the treehouse is exactly.
That's in Squint's house.
So Squint lives right by
Next
the
to
field.
there or something?
Yeah, which
Okay.
overlooks both the Sandlot and the junkyard.
Okay.
house.
Okay. That makes
So
more
I guess
sense.
so. I guess Swintz lives next. I guess
I'm
it
just
makes
really
sense that he lives
confused.
next door because he talks about like his dad was like the police chief that originally busted the original dog owner,
Oh, okay.
who then disappeared, supposedly eaten by the dog.
I see. Okay.
And that evil dog ate 100 criminals.
Yes.
And apparently that gets you in trouble when you eat criminals.
Eventually, people were reporting missing criminals. It was a really good story. I loved the black and white bit.
It's something like a
loved
little
the
kid's
crazy
version of a
stop
story,
motion looking dog thing.
Yeah,
that they have.
the big puppet hands.
So good. Yeah. And
Yeah.
like I love the drunk history bit of the characters
Saying the lines.
saying the lines along
Yeah.
with his story. Really funny. Forever. That was really good.
Forever.
Just another one of those good, like, just hilarious.
Yeah.
Exactly the right tone. And I will, like, this movie, I have to believe, one, that it made a ton of money, and two, cost nothing to make. This movie would have cost like $10.
Maybe it
Big
just
name
took a
actors.
while to shoot it because you have a
Big name
lot of
actors.
kids. You know, like you got to do many takes, and kids can only work certain hours.
Yeah, you only
that's
get
true.
6 hours with the kid. And
Yeah.
So maybe there might. I mean, kids' movies sound like they're kind of difficult,
It
but
sounds really hard.
technically,
Basically, like hit the camera and just say the line. Say it. Say the line.
yeah,
Say
you're not
the
saying it
line.
right.
Say it.
I go, well, although there are many shots where characters are saying many different lines, so I think they figured it all out.
And the pitcher kid, I think, got like they realized how good of an actor he was, so they just like gave him more lines or something.
Yeah, that's probably
Sure.
true.
Let's feature this guy a little bit more.
I mean, I feel like the same thing happened with Mighty Ducks, because, like, he ends up with a bunch of extra lines that most of the other characters don't get in that one either, so.
yeah,
you mean Big Green?
The pitcher was the one in Mighty
I
Ducks.
meant catcher. Sorry.
Oh,
Jesse.
the catcher.
Oh, the
Oh,
catch.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, the
yeah.
pitcher, yeah. for
Oh, the
sure.
catcher was great.
He's
They were like,
classic.
he's a star already.
Yeah. Get him on the
He's got a
screen.
unique face, too.
He does.
Very freckly.
And, I mean, again, he has been acting nonstop ever since. Just like
I did not know
He's got
that.
these very big eyeballs.
he's in like
for a
one
child.
episode of every TV show ever made.
not know
And his
that.
claim to fame is that cover of him getting hit in the nuts with a
It
soccer
is
ball.
indeed.
If you go to his filmography, it's like that first.
That is the third movie I'm known for on his IMDb.
Oh, really?
First is Sandlot.
Okay. I don't know what the other two would be.
The pitcher is in a lot of stuff too.
Do you remember that game, Brad? We used to play that game.
The Sandlot?
No,
Oh,
we used
yeah,
to play
we
that.
did on
or
the
maybe
show.
it was you.
No, I think it was on this show where we used to say, well, what are they known for?
Yeah, we would name an actor, and you would say, "Can you
Oh,
guess
yeah, yeah,
their?"
yeah.
we did that
their
on one of
first
our
four
anniversary specials, I
IMDb.
think. Yeah.
Oh, that's
No, we do
that's
it. We
fun.
do it at parties a lot.
We do it at parties.
And it bores people.
Oh, maybe you're
but
right.
also
and it
impresses
bores people
them.
because they're like,
It's our kind of
we don't
fun,
watch
though.
movies.
"Let's
as much
just
as
talk
these
about
guys.
other
Yeah.
stuff."
It's why they never.
about music
It's why
or
they
anything
stopped
else.
inviting us to parties, and why we had to do this show is because that's all we had anymore.
You know, there's always a reason for something.
Thank you for joining us on that episode and every episode that you do. The next movie we're doing has the tagline Invisible, Silent, Stolen. We remember the hunt for Red October.
The most brilliant commander in the Soviet Navy.
Ramey has trained most of their officer corps. He's nearly a legend in the submarine community.
The most deadly submarine ever built.
This thing could park a couple of hundred warheads off Washington. Nobody'd know a thing about it until it was all over.
And once more, we play our dangerous game with our old adversaries, the American Navy.
His plan is a mystery.
A man with your responsibilities reading about the end of the world.
Apparently, he has suffered a kind of nervous breakdown in which he announced his intention to fire his missiles on the United States.
You want us to help you hunt him down, kill him.
Open the outer doors, firing point procedures. We sail into history.
I'm gonna blow him right to Mars.
Ramius might be trying to defect.
You're just an analyst. What can you possibly know what goes on in his mind?
I'll give you 3 days to prove your theory correct.
I am not field personnel. I am only an analyst.
You're perfect.
I'm expendable.
He's defecting. You willing to bet your life on that?
From the best-selling novel by Tom Clancy. From the director of Die Hard.
Give this man a chance.
My orders are specific. Battle stations.
Sean Connery, Alec Baldwin, James Earl Jones, Scott Glenn, Sam Neill. The Hunt for Red October.